Fredboro Swift Plumbers leak detection service. Address is
2099.
2099. And what we have here, we've had a plumber come out from that was sent out by a home warranty company, and they believe that the customer had a slab leak in the wall. Now, a leak can occur at any time because he does have copper pipes, and copper is known to fail here in Florida. But we're here to discuss what the issue is today. I'm going to take you down here and show you in the wall. This is the hot manifold. As you can see, it's dry all around it. Over here is the cold manifold past it. That's what you're looking at right there, all dry. So the garage is on a step down. This is the upper part. Nothing up here is getting wet. Nothing's traveling down this wall. As you can see, it's dry as can be and has not been wet in there. Now, we've got the water off. I did an electronic reading and could tell instantly that in this leak detection it was going to be the water heater, just from the experience. But what you want to do is open up your manifolds and show the customer that there is no water in the wall or on that second level. There's all the pipes and nothing's leaking. Now, we currently have the hot water off, so you wouldn't see a leak if there was one. I've just turned that valve on, and now we've got the hot water on. Now, as we look here at this, that water, and you can see it's rusty on the bottom of that heater, but as we look down here, you can see inside this wall, nothing getting wet, no water coming out. But right here at the bottom, I'm pointing, you see the stuff floating away. You can see underneath the water heater, water's just coming up and coming up. Now, these lines are all going to be bent in towards the house, not outside under here under the garage floor. Therefore, unless, well, I shouldn't say that, unless they did something real screwy there. But the water comes out instantly, and it comes from right below here. That's telling us that it's the water heater. Now, what you can do to confirm that when you install the water heater is after you pull a water heater out and you drain it, you get it all out of here, you can wipe it up, and you can just hook the cold straight into the hot, and you can confirm when you turn the water on that all the pipes are good. But they will be. There's enough evidence here just from the fact that this water is, now you can see a bunch of waters come out. It's not coming from up above at all. It's coming from below. There's nothing wet inside this wall in any way, shape, or form. So that's telling us that we have a water heater that needs replaced. Average life on a water heater here in Florida is 8 to 10 years. We're on well water here, so sometimes you'll get a year or two. Sometimes you'll get your average life of 8 to 10 years. This water heater is manufactured right here of 2006. So we're dealing with a leaking water heater that is 7 years old. 6 or 7 years old. Approximately 6. It'll be put in sometime after that.
We moved in 2006. This water heater was already here, so
yeah,
it may be older than that.
Well, it's not older than 2006.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
This water heater was built in 06 of 2006.
Okay.
So it's not older than June of 2006 because that's the year they built it. Okay. Let alone when the plumber put it in.
Well, we moved over here in August of 2006, so it was already in there. It looks pretty new.
Yeah. So they might have replaced that right prior to moving in, but that's what it is. That's your issue. It is a tank. It's not uncommon for these things to go out. It's a cheap tank, Home Depot tank. We like A.O. Smith water heaters. Even Reams have been leaking a lot lately. Even with an A.O. Smith, even though it's the highest grade of water heater, you can get a leak at any time in a water heater. We don't build them, we only install them, but we've noticed that A.O. Smiths last longer, especially on well water. Very hard on plumbing. Every appliance, every piece of plumbing. But as we can tell here, like I had shown earlier, just want to show that in the wall. That's your hot manifold, not a drop of water coming up from them pipes. The only water we have, and we have quite a bit of it right now, is coming in the floor and flowing away from the water heater. If you see the little particles on the floor,
Yeah.
you could see them floating away from that water heater. It all just confirms exactly what I said. We pulled the element covers. You couldn't see any water in there, but it's well sealed in this heater. So, and the leak could just be below it on the tank and running down any side of the tank. You don't necessarily see it in your element cases. So, Fred Burrow, Leak Detection Service, video number 1, water heater needs replacement.